All right, guys. Hello. So we're going to talk about inviting prospects. Okay. Right off the bat, I want to say a lot of people in this industry do it wrong because they just want to word vomit on people and tell them everything that they know about the products and the business. And that's just not how it's done. Okay. So when you are connecting with somebody, you build that trust by getting to know each other, sharing your story with them. And then the issue with it is that the prospect doesn't have respect for you in this business because they don't know, like, you're not an expert yet. Okay. And we don't want you to be an expert because it's one that's not duplicatable for your team. And we have all these great tools to use to do the work for you and make it easy. Okay. So when you are talking to somebody, your goal is always to introduce them to a third party. The most like easiest tool that you could share is your story, okay, or someone else's story. Learn the story of people around you on your team, you know. So when you have that objection, you can share someone else's story. But you should be introducing your potentials to your upline, okay? You could do a tool. There's two different types of third-party tools, okay? You can use the tool or you can bring them to an event, okay? Or, you can introduce them to your upline. So there's three, but you basically are just connecting people, okay? So here's a few options as far as inviting prospects and third-party tools and what you could bring them to, okay? So you have with your upline, inviting to meet them, company event, like a regional event, weekly meetings, like our weekly opportunity calls that we do on Mondays, a video, audio, website, social media. So for us, we have our Central Perk Facebook group, and you can, instead of blowing up your social media with all like Monate stuff, use that group, utilize that group, bring potentials into that group, and then tag them in information in that group. We're building it now, but that's what that's for. That's a potential group that you can bring people into. Zoom meetings, product samples or full-size products, brochures, YouTube videos, three-way calls, Facebook groups, like I said. There's a ton, okay? Anything that's not you. You do not want to be the one giving your potential the information. That's not how you're going to get these people on. It may work for some people, but you can get more credibility with a third-party tool. So your job is to introduce them and point to some sort of tool, okay? Basically, if your lips are moving, you need to be pointing, reading, introducing, or telling a story, okay? You do not need to give facts and act like the expert of everything. Also, your intention matters and people can sense this. I don't want you to think like we're hunting people. You have to think like we're more like farmers and we're planting those seeds, okay? And you're basically like a teacher because you are trying to educate and helping people understand our business and the products, and that's what we do. So some basic rules when you're inviting people: be emotionally detached from the outcome, okay? Be yourself, but the best version of you. Bring some passion, some urgency. People are attracted to people who are busy, okay? Like, strong posture. So what's going to pump you up before you like go inviting people? Maybe like get in that mood, get in that right state of mind before you go messaging people, because it makes a huge difference. Also, don't be apologetic. Believe in what you're sharing. A lot of people fail during the invite part because they are so apologetic. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to, I don't want to bother you. I know no, like believe in what you're sharing. Okay. Belief around the company, the products, the comp plan, everything. You need to have an abundance mindset. Not everybody needs to be a customer, and that's okay. Be okay with that. Okay. Your goal is to educate, not recruit. Some people say, do I lead with the product or the business? I think you should lead with both. I think you can blend them together. Like, example, you have to check out this product, but the opportunity that this product created is absolutely incredible. So you can almost like say it like that. Okay. Okay. I want to talk about exposures. Okay. So the most effective thing you could invite somebody to. The very first one is a large company event, like a regional event. Okay. So, when we do like Super Saturdays or something like that, and we have like a Meet Monate first, that would be a great event to bring them to. Small group luncheons or our outings that we do when we have like our group outings once a month, bringing potentials to that, letting them see the community and having them be part of that, huge. Face to face, doing like a 2-on-1, maybe like your sponsor, you and the potential, and you guys just go grab coffee or whatever. Okay. Events are the most effective way to bring people into this business because they're seeing so many people succeeding in this and loving this, and it's just way more effective. The issue with it is it's hard to get people to those events. So if you can, that's great. It does require a little bit more skill set because, you got, we'll get into objections, but getting them to events is crucial. Okay. Do you have to do that to build your business? No. There's plenty of people that just send videos all day and they build a team. Like whatever works, what you're going to find out is what you do. Tools are much easier. Okay. You just have to make sure you're sharing the tool the right way and getting that commitment before you send it. Okay. So, when you're talking with people, build that rapport. Some things you can ask them about. You can ask about their life, their work, their family, what they do for fun, how's their health. Give them a compliment, always dreams, and always have that urgency. Like, you could, how do I want to say this? Okay. So something you could say in the middle of the conversation, like maybe something like, have you heard what I'm up to? Or have you heard the news about what I'm doing? Like if they already know what you're doing, but you could just be like, have you heard the news of the company or what I've been doing? The company is having incredible growth. The product is amazing. There's a video that explains everything perfectly. If I send that video to you, would you watch it? You always want to say, if I would you, okay? They say yes. Okay. When for sure can you watch it? When do you think you can see it for sure? Okay. You want that commitment. You want to get like 4 commitments before sending this link. Okay. They say Tuesday night. Okay. So by Wednesday morning, you would have seen it for sure, right? Yes. Okay. What's the best time for me to contact you? Okay. So 10 o'clock. All right, great. Talk to you then. What's the best number to reach you at? Get that phone number. Great. Send the link. Bye. I'll talk to you then. Be like in a hurry. You're not trying to have a full-blown conversation with them at that time. All you're trying to do is get them to watch this video or get on a call and just be in a hurry. Don't act like you have all the time in the world. And if you're messaging enough people, you won't even care. You're going to be like, I have way too many people to talk to. When you follow up with these people, the only thing you say, what did you like best? Okay. And then let's see. So here's something else. When you're reaching out to people, you, instead of being so direct, you can have an indirect approach. You can say like, hey, I really respect your opinion, and I feel like you have great expertise in this area. I would love your input on something I'm doing or a product I'm using, like that angle. So you're kind of having them look at it without being so direct in their face about it. Okay. Super indirect is for people who are like super successful and their ego will not let them look at any information. So you need to disqualify them just like you would your hot market, which I'm going to get into in a minute, but you just need to play up their ego. Okay. Like, because they're looking at you like, I'm successful. Like, why are you bothering me with this, or not bothering me, but sharing this with me? Like, I don't need your business. I have my own successful business. So you need to disqualify them right off the bat. So with your hot market, okay, these are the people that love you, support you. They're also very critical of you. You want to think no pressure, practice, and support when you're thinking of these people. Okay. So if you're inviting them to be a customer, an example of this could be, listen, your support means the world to me. I have started this business. Don't worry, I'm not trying to recruit you. It would mean the world to me if you would try my products for 1 month. Okay. If you keep purchasing, great. If you don't, I won't bring it up again. You being my family member or my friend, like you just, fulfilled my need or whatever. But yeah, like you're just approaching them in a different way. Okay. Because you want them to be like, wait, why can't I be part of your business? Or like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Because they're expecting you to come up to them and be like, buy my products, join my team. So disqualify them right off the bat. If you want to, when you want to practice with them, like, so another approach would be like, hey, I just started this business. I really need someone to practice on. Can I just practice on you? Can I practice my little pitch? And you could give me your feedback. Now, we have a presentation script in this Facebook group. You can use that script, but like shorten it a little bit, but you can get through that pretty quickly. And then there's also if you really wanted to do something too, you can use our Meet Money guide. And if you just wanted to use that to practice on them as well, it's okay if you read from it because they know you're practicing. But if you're on the phone, they won't even know you're practicing. So it's okay. You're not the expert. So, but with your hot market, approach it like you're just practicing. Okay. You want to, look at your 10 easiest customers. Who are the people that can afford without thinking about it? Just because they love you and want to support you, and maybe you supported them at some point. And then your distributors, who's the hungriest, who's coachable, who's willing to work, who's open-minded, just think about these people, like your 10 easiest. After you make your list and you have added all these people, which I talked about in the last video, but 10 easiest, I would do that every month. And yeah, I think that's just the gist of inviting people. Yeah, I mean, I would start with your hot market, but there's more scripts we can go over as far as like what you could say to some people and how you should do it. But I feel like telling people your story and just being like, hey, like, can I tell you my story? And then going into what you offer, because telling your story is going to build that trust with those people first. And then you're finding some common ground too, you know? You're finding out about them, and then you're like telling your story, and then you're like, well, I'd love to share some information. Like, you know what I mean? They just, instead of going right into, hey, I run this business, I sell these products, I really want you to check them out. You're connecting with them first, and it makes you feel less spammy, and it comes off less spammy, because we don't want to be that. We don't want to be spamming people. So that's a little training on inviting. Um, the next thing you're going to look at is presenting, and that's all about how to tell your story, how to give the perfect opportunity presentation, um, you know, stuff like that. And I did a little example of my story for you guys so you can like look at it. But I hope this helped, and love you.